Yeah, choke no joke, you know what it is. Learn from mistakes out right now on all platforms. This one right here is for the mixtape. Let's go. Yo, Nas, I ain't do this for clout. I'm just a real nigga trying to figure you out. How you don't put blood in this Judas mouth. Talking Japanese wine like you fanning out. Blushing at this bitch that disrespects your kid and her earth. Carmen, I know that it hurt.
You know, back then when he made these disparaging remarks and comments about my daughter and created this disgusting visual, there were so many people around him that stayed quiet. They said absolutely nothing.
Carmen, I know that it hurt. You said Pac left us. With rappers that wink at other rappers in the studio, which made me think, yo, what he got on you? And homie in pink, cause at Webster Hall, he didn't stream one link. Yo, y'all glad for punishment. I'm sick and I'm done with it. If it was part of your plan, Nas, hard my word on it. I'm just your fan. With little celebrity, some say it's just the hate in me. Nah, I'm cut from a cloth. You don't brush shit off. Well, the penthouse of law gotta have a ceiling. Only forgive hoes with sexual healing. And that thought right now is not appealing. With these chicks, with the dicks like Little Nas X, I'm not a fan. You damaged your brand. Yo, Nas, don't ever do that shit again. I'm signing off. Esco stand. Yeah. Choke no joke, you know what it is. You know what it is. Oh yeah, and you nigga, I ain't sorry for shit. I ain't with your boys' games, nigga, I'm with the shit. Wedge, Webster Dictionary defines the word as a substance that is used for splitting wood or rocks. Something causing a breach or separation. It's funny what that lens can capture. Separation, division.
How y'all having a meeting about Jay without me? Nope, not drawers right there. Nobody told me nothing. How come y'all having a Montgomery meeting without Jay? Without Jay without me? I don't get it. It's 10:30 in the morning. And you want to get Leo? Please go get him.
No, actually, I was just gonna go to the restroom. I'll be right back.
Why are you leaving? I'm asking a question.
She doesn't have an answer.
Well, I'm wondering what line of thought is it? What pattern is it? John McNeely and all of y'all that y'all have my biggest artists here, and y'all in here, y'all Def Jam staff is dealing with Jay's marketing without me. Please explain that to me, because this seems treacherous.
And animosity.
What you mean bullshit? The fuck? Y'all niggas having meetings about my artist without calling me? Get off the bullshit. It ain't no bullshit. Get off the bullshit. It ain't no bullshit. Now look, oh y'all look, everybody here is ashamed of y'all. Who wants to work under a cow?
They don't have to.
Cow!
I ain't with your boys' games, nigga, I'm with the shit. I'm nothing like Nas, I'm with the shit. I'm more like Jungle, wanting to bust your shit. But bro got me on chill. He said I'm illmatic, with the static, with the ratchets. Let's go to Brooklyn, cause he gotta have it. School days, would've called you faggot and smoked you like a Spike Lee joint. Yo, the greatest of all timers, got hit with all timers. You buster, nigga, your mic with the shine. Knockout. Yeah, one-liners, give you a reason to be a one-eye. Without reasonable doubt, you been a liar. You headache came, Jazzo inspired, rape Damon.
So they trying to take our franchise from us. That's what they trying to do. Make this beef with, they trying to, I bet you they're staging this beef with us. Trust me. Trust me.
It was all about the power to, to get rid of Dame Dash, and take Jay-Z to the next level without Dame, and it was, Dame should stop blaming Leo and Todd Moskowitz and start blaming Steve Stout.
You know about the Scarface party and all that? How they make sure Power Song in Puerto Rico? He's gonna be there performing, but doing something with them.
Who, Jay?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. He's gonna be out there for that. With the release of the Scarface DVD.
Jay's performing for that?
And I don't need two lips to blow this like a trumpet, you dumb shit. This is an unusual musical I conducted. You looking at the black Warren puppet, so all critics conduct sick. I don't care if you seen the Lawrence Tucker or you been on rally. You only rallied me up for 3 years. They had me peeing out in the cup. Now they about to free me up. What you think I'm gonna be? What? Rehabilitated? Man, I still feel hatred. I'm young, black, and rich, so they wanna strip me naked. But you never had me like Christina Aguilera. But catch me at the West Side driving like Halle Berry or the West. Fuck it. Peace and love, y'all. The Black Album on the way.
And then we doing our party, so
Following Steve Stout's direction.
And what was Steve Stout telling you to do?
He walked me through how to get rid. His plan was to get rid of Dame Dash.
He told you that.
That was the plan.
Okay.
Rape Dame and Chris, then ran the lion through the rock and the fire. Damn, you cold. Built the nation, the prop back home. How you the king of LA when Cube is home? How you bang in LA after Nip is gone? Mr. Smith, yeah, I'm nice with the gift too. The double entendres got those two. Your wisdom, knowledge, that I'm king too. I'm sorry I met the other side of you. Yeah. That's the gift and the curse. I'm Christ from birth. From the hearse to the dirt. Fake niggas claim hurt. So I stay on my bullshit like I'm dirt. And never shy. Let my feelings fly. Let's go. Cause we all die. Yeah. Like your beds. Nigga, I'm here. Only fear I have is truth not be told. We all get old. It's choke, no joke. Y'all already know. Let's go. Choke, no joke. You already know. Learn from mistakes out right now on all platforms. This for the mixtape. The 50-year-old platinum virgin. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry.
Welcome to AMC Theater 11. Enjoy your show.
Yo, Lee. Run the rail.
Choke, no joke, chiggy choke, no joke. Choke, no joke, chiggy choke, no joke. You know what it is. I had to play a little music for a minute so I could make me some coffee because I found myself yawning a few times in this intro. So I thought I'd make me some cappuccino. You dig? You already know. Choke did. Choke type old. You better wait. You better hope your young punk ass get to be old, goddamn it. Choke type old. Nigga, I'm blessed. You better hope your young little snotty ass nigga. You better hope you even get to see your kid graduate from fucking kindergarten, nigga. You young whippersnappers. I don't know why y'all think y'all be hurting. Y'all think y'all be hurting niggas' feelings calling them old and shit. Like, who wants to die young? Like, that is like the dumbest go-to for a young nigga. Yo, you old ass nigga, you old. Hey man, the cemetery's right down the block, brother. You can go jump in the coffin anytime you feel like it, brother. There's plenty of apparatuses out here for you to take yourself out if you got a problem with being old. God damn it. If you don't look forward to it and you think you shaming us because you calling us old. You got to be about the stupidest person walking on this earth, because the purpose of life is old age, asshole. Duh. See your kids grow up. Give your kids a better life than you had. Be able to get a driver's license at 21. Yeah, because you young niggas, you were younger niggas, and we was older niggas, and we could get in the license, and we could get in the party when you young niggas couldn't even get in the party. We was partying before y'all niggas. We was partying before y'all. What you think? You doing something? You ain't doing nothing we didn't do. We been party. We been had our license before y'all. We been able to get in the club before y'all. We been able to drink before y'all. Go buy a pack of cigarettes before you young whippersnappers. You think you shaming us when you call us old? Your mama old, nigga. Your daddy old. Your granny and your grandpa even older than them. Older than me. Fool. Go talk to your mama. Call your mama old, nigga. That is the most ignorant shit in the world. Old ass nigga. Nigga, you old. So what your mother is? What your mother is? What your father is? What your grandma? What your grandparents are? Huh? What your great grand motherfucking parent is? Huh? Smart ass, old ass niggas. You know, your niggas is old. Old nigga, you old. Nigga, Google the nearest cemetery and go put your ass in it. If you don't want to be old, you jackass. Shout out to Abdul. Good looking Abdul Shakur. Yeah, I don't understand y'all. Like, we are the ones that's thanking God every day we wake up, because some of us really survive some hard times in life and are happy with the life that we have now. So when you young dudes be out here trying to shame somebody for surviving decades on this wicked ass earth with all these backstabbing ass people, these foul people, these all kind of sick people in their heads, and you get to one decade, 2 decades, 3 decades, 4 decades, 5 decades, and you done seen people die in your first decade on the earth. Your second decade, you done seen more people die than when you did your first decade. By your third decade on this earth, you done seen even more people die over bullshit too. Let's think about some of the shit that we lost friends over. Robberies for their jewelry, or they was getting more money, jealousy, gang shit, right? And you only been on, and you could have seen people die for that just 2 decades on this earth. So think when you got 4 decades on this earth. By the time you got 4 decades on this earth, some of y'all by 3 decades on this earth, you might already be in a position to be a grandmother. Because some of y'all had babies at 15. And at 30, your child is 15 and they pregnant. Young niggas. There are grandmothers out here at 40 Easy. Easy. Some of y'all right now know somebody or got somebody in your family that got that they grandparents and they didn't even hit 40. Am I right or am I wrong? So when you out here shaming somebody said, my mama. I'm 37 and a grandpa. See? Told you. So these people out here, they exist. So when you sit here talking about you old ass, like, what's old? Because I got a 37-year-old grandpa right here. Is that nigga old? Because he a grandpa? Because there's the same 37-year-old knucklehead out here right now that'll call me old. But this person is 37 and they're already a grandparent. So are they old? So you little snotty nose niggas calling niggas old, probably still living with your mother. Grown ass, still living at home, calling somebody old, but your mother's still washing your goddamn, washing your clothes. You fucking grown ass baby. Baby boy, you still living with your mama. Your mama still washing your drawers, seeing your skid marks in your drawers. Can't believe her grown ass son still got skid marks. Damn, man, you ain't washed my clothes, man. There, you don't even know how to wash clothes yet, baby boy. You don't even know how to wash your own clothes yet. In your 30s, call niggas old, still living with your mother, trying to sneak women in her house. Dirty nigga ain't even got no money for no hotel. Little dirty nigga. Shut up calling people old. Some of y'all niggas coming from jail and going to live with your mother. Coming home from jail for the third time, living with your mother. Or your girlfriend, the girlfriend that did every goddamn bid with you, still keeping it real like a street nigga. Y'all niggas better not get me started tonight, goddammit. Because this coffee might have Baileys in it. Don't get me started. This coffee might have Baileys in it. Do not get me started. Talking about old niggas. Y'all old niggas. What make me old? The gray hair? That make me old? You better hope you get to see gray hair. You better hope you get to see gray hair. You better pray one day you get gray hair like you prayed to get a beard or a mustache. And if you think that you are special and you will walk in this earth and you don't think that you're never going to get old, if you a person that's young calling an older person an old nigga, if you think that you got some shit in your milk or in your cereal that's going to stop you or preventing you from being my age at some point other than a goddamn bullet or death, you got some other shit going on in your head. Because that will make you trans Benjamin Button. Because you will really think that you're not going to get old, huh? Goofies. Hey, said you better be careful. Don't get me to start cutting your ass up in here. Do not do it. Not today. Do not do it. Not today. This is not the subject for you to be trying to sneak them little corny jokes in, you little midget. Do not get me started on your little ass in old age, because you've been in kindergarten for 6 decades, just off your height alone. You can't even graduate because you can't get past the ruler mark. This nigga said it so little. See, now you done got me started, man. Now, it's a difference being an old nigga, right? And being able to enjoy your life as an old nigga, right? As an old gentleman. Let me stop saying the word N-word, right? It is cool to be an old gentleman, right? And you have kids, and you get to take your kids all around the world, and you live the fruits of your labor. But when you are a father like my man said over here, talking trash, and you only been 3'5" your whole life, I don't know how he got 3 kids. All 3 of his kids is over 6'5", and he's only 3'5", and his wife is what, about maybe 5'5", you know, because he still got to wear heels to kiss her. He wear them Prince heels. He got them sneakers where he got heels inside his shoe. So for y'all, it don't look like he wearing heels, but this nigga's on his tippy toe, and he got them illusion sneakers. It look like regular Air Force Ones, but that nigga on his tippy toes, he got some little thing inside his shoe where he's standing up like on his tippy toes. Like, but the thing is, you know, I'm sympathetic to you, said, you know, because as we became fathers and we all would take our kids to the amusement park, you know, even, you know, when his kids got 17, 18, we go to Great Adventures, they would still have to take their father to the kiddie park because, you know, he couldn't reach that height over the thing. He was only 3.5 feet. You know what I'm saying? So it used to be rough going to these amusement parks with my man said and his kids, because we would all have to go to the kiddie park for said to get on the rides. And I know, say, you know, he used to be frustrated because he used to have to come to me all the time and be like, yo, Joe, can you take my son on the Batman ride? I ain't tall enough. I'm like, damn, Sam, why you didn't bring the fucking sneakers this time, man? Because he bring them sneakers, they'd make them at least like 4'2", you know what I'm saying? And then I would take him, you know, we'll go stand on the line, and I'll stand next to him, and I'll grab him by the back of his collar. So when the dude go to look to see if he was tall enough, I would lift him up by his collar like this and make him a little taller to get him on the rise, you know. But most of the time, we had to really go to the kiddie park, you know. Him and his kids, you know, they all big and they 16, 17 now. And like I said, his kids, his one son, the youngest one, he like 6'5". The middle son, he like 7'2". And his oldest, he like 7'5". And, you know, said was a coach at the basketball courts, you know, at the gym. So he always brought his girl around all the basketball players. So I didn't, you know, I always told him to get a DNA test, but he told me, man, yo, joke, man, she loved me, man. She would never do that. I'm like, said, man, you only 3'5". You're not a little concerned that your shortest kid is 6'5"? Nah, she loved me, man. I ain't got to do no No goddamn DNA test show. Those my kids. I see me in them. I'm like, where, nigga? What do you look like? One of they big toes? Like, but every time, man, we go to the music park. Choke. I know, said. Come on, little said Junior. Said the second, said the third. Come on, y'all. We going on the Batman ride. Yo, said here, a whole lot of stuff. And we get on the rides. I got to take his kids on the rides. You know, it's either that or we in the little teacups all day. Grown ass man, our feet hanging out over the goddamn teacup and shit like this. We in there with sad little ass trying to act like we having fun. Whee! Yeah, he said, come on. I got damn legs all hanging all out the goddamn teacups and shit. We got to get on the carousel with this nigga. Said, what's the name? What was your favorite ride? Said the horsey carousel thing. Yeah, we would get on there. You know that shit just go around in a circle. There's a whole bunch of horses on there. We getting on there. Me and his sons, our fucking knees dragging on the floor on the horse like this, banging, busting our knees. Bang. This nigga said on there, his feet swinging on the horse, his little ass feet just swinging. We busting our knees. Bye, yo, pops. Like we got. Oh my God. Yeah, said, look. Said, don't come over here and start with me, man. See, you want me to tell them the Rob Playland story. Man. I hope he, I really hope that one day that, he decide before he go to get a DNA test. Because I don't know no man that's 3'5" and his wife is 5'5" and all his kids are 6'5" and over. Like the baby's 7.5 feet. I used to go shopping with him. Got back to school shopping. I'm like, yo, said, man, come on, man. You can still get your sneakers out the kiddie section, said. Because, said been wearing a size 3 or 3.5 since he was like, damn, who was we at? Truman? Somewhere, yeah, high school, man. Like, it's in high school, I used to be jealous. This nigga could go and get his Jordans for $50. You know what I'm saying? Because he could go buy the little baby ones. You know what I'm saying? We over here paying $200 for Jordans. This nigga always be able to. And I'm like, damn, man. Yo, I don't even want to tell y'all how. When we was in elementary school, this nigga feet was so little. Said used to run around. We used to try to steal cars. Said wanted to steal the cars that had the baby shoes hanging from the rear view window. I mean the rear view mirror. You know what I'm saying? How people used to have the little Jordans on the rear view mirror. He was like, even though he was little, he was still like 16, 17. He could still wear the baby size shoes. You know what I'm saying? And like he used to go around like we trying to steal cars. We stealing cars at 12, 13, riding around, you know what I'm saying, learn how to drive. This nigga, he just wanted to break in cars to steal the baby shoes. And he had every flavor Jordans, the little baby ones. He had every flavor they had out. I mean, this nigga broke in so many cars, y'all. Because he had them little feet. You know what I'm saying? We used to be jealous. This thing used to be fresh. You know what I'm saying? He used to have the Oshkosh jumpers with the little Jordans. This nigga was fresh. I used to hate this nigga. Boy, I used to hate him, boy. He was so fresh. Because we were like, You know, our moms and stuff, like we 16, 17 now. Our moms is giving us money. You know, some of us is hustling. We going to Fordham Road, to VIM, this, that, and stuff, you know, and our stuff is costing a little expensive. I used to be so jealous of Seth, man, because he was so little, man. Man, he go into Oshkosh, Bigosh, and the children's place. And this dude, he could drop $50 in the children's place and be yo, we in VIL, we in Jimmy Jazz, we like this dude, man, y'all people that's short, y'all got the benefits of good prices, man. Because I'm telling you, this dude said, man, man, oh my God, yo. The children's store. When we was playing all that money for the jumpers, remember we used to get the Jabot jumpers. This nigga bust out with the Oshkosh Bigosh, like, and be fly with the Jordans that he stole from the rear view mirrors. Man, I'm telling you, by the time he was 40, he would still be able to go in the kids section and buy shoes. But you know where he used to be pissed off? Said used to be so mad when he had to buy them big ass feet kids he got. And that's why I told him get a DNA test. Nigga, you paying kitty prices for shoes, and you gotta take these three big ass kids. Yo, the baby wears size 15. He used to be like, yo, man, I gotta pay all this money for sneakers for y'all. Do you know how much it cost for me when I was a kid? When I was your age, did you know how much I used to pay $10 for Gap sneakers? Said, let me leave you alone, man. So you come in here. You see that face right there? That right there is the face of a munchkin. Okay? If they did the Wiz over, he would be the leader of the Munchkins. If they do the Wiz over, I guarantee you, he will be down with the little Munchkin crew. You know how they had the little old ass Munchkins? Like, yeah, let me stop because that's disrespectful. Because we don't supposed to call y'all Munchkin or midgets or that's. I'm sorry, he said. I take that back. He's just short. I didn't mean that. I forgot that. Like, we're in the age of politically correct. We got to be politically correct. So we just call him. Oh God, this is such a weird time, man. We gotta be politically correct when we talk about like highly challenged. What would be the good word, y'all? Anybody want to help me out here? Shorter than the average person. I don't know. Said, have you ever dated a woman that was 6 feet? And at the end of the night, how did you kiss her? Did you have to pull up a chair and stand on a chair or a crate? Like, when you date women that's taller than you, do you just keep a crate in the back seat of your car? So when it's time that you walk her to the door and you say goodnight, you just pull a crate in front of you, you stand on it and give her a hug and a kiss. Like, how does that work when you date women that got a few feet over you? Can you please tell me that in the chat? Vertically challenged. Thank you. Thank you. That's the word we've been looking for. Vertically challenged. You know what I mean? You know, you ever heard the saying back in the day, my nigga get no bigger? If you look up that phrase, you'll see said face. You Google my nigga get no bigger, you'll see said Fred like this. I mean, Big said. You see, Big said like, yo, you know, this nigga got a height complex thing, right? When you that little and you call yourself Big said, like when you are, or I almost called you the N word. When you are mightily vertically challenged, see, I almost called you the N word. The mighty vertically challenged. You call yourself big. Like, it's all right, bro. You could have been a little said, Lil, like little C's. You could have been little Wayne. You could have been little C. You know what I mean? Because ain't nothing big about you, nigga, but your forehead. Let me leave this guy alone. Let me get to my news, man. I got to get to the current events. You got me distracted, man. Don't come in here with these comments talking trash, bro. You know I'm going to cut you up. But I love said, man. That's my little nigga. Ain't going to get no bigger, all right? But anybody, if y'all got any baby shoes y'all would like to donate, you know what I'm saying? Said as always, he's a collector of baby Jordans. Okay, if you got size 3.5, he still wears that even though he's 64. Okay, even though Seth is 64 years old, he's still wearing 3.5. So I know a lot of y'all kids, y'all buy these Jordans and stuff for your kids, and they grow out of them in months. Well, it take said decades to grow out of those. He's not going to grow out of them. So all y'all who kids shoot past said in height in 6 months, please donate your shoes to the Big Said Littlefoot Foundation. And if you got some kids that's Shaq size, because Says youngest son, you know, when he was 4 years old, he was wearing an 8. So right now he's like a 16 and he's only 9 years old. So if you have any oversized shoes, you know, please, we would gladly appreciate it. But moving on, let's get to the current events. Before I get into the Hip Hop 50 and the Rock the Bells and Wick Working My Nerves, if y'all seen that, let's go to the great fight over in Montgomery, Alabama. So they still arrested people. They just arrested another person. But let's see what they had to say about this in the news conference about the arrest. All right, let's get into that.
Everyone in our community that has been so helpful regarding the situation that brings us here today. As you all know, we had an unfortunate event to take place over the weekend downtown Montgomery on our riverfront. It was something that was brought on by reckless individuals who did not really use good judgment and caused an event that certainly was avoidable. That said, the police department reacted very swiftly, very intentionally to address the matter, as did other citizens in the community. And so at this time, we wanted to bring forth some information that we did not have as our investigation continues to report to the public. And so I have with me Chief Darrell Albert, the Chief of Montgomery Police Department, who will update you on the status of this event and how things are going in the investigation at this point. But again, we want to thank all the members of the public, all of our first responders, everyone who's been helpful, witnesses in bringing forth the information that we have. So at this time, I'll turn it over to Chief Albert. Chief.
Good afternoon. Again, Chief Darrell Albert, Montgomery Police Department. Now, I'll kind of lay out the facts as we know them now regarding the incident that took place on Saturday, August 5th, 2023 at 7 p.m. There were several events taking place on our historic riverfront. Positive feedback regarding a school event hosted by the Montgomery Public Schools and Hyundai was taking place at the amphitheater and nearby train shed. The Harriet II river cruise ship was fully operational, operating from a designated docking space along the river. The Harriet takes passengers on 2-hour tours up and along the Alabama River throughout the day. On this day, there were 227 passengers aboard that vessel. The incident occurred between the co-captain of the Harriet II vessel and a private boat owner and his family. As the Harriet attempted to dock in its designated space, designated and reserved due to the gangway access, as well as the mooring requirements, the private boat was docked in its space, prohibiting safe docking of the Harriet. The captain of the Harriet remained away from the dock for nearly 40 to 45 minutes as he attempted to contact the operators of the private boat via PA system. They were only responded to with obscene gestures, curse words, and taunting. The co-captain was then picked up by a separate vessel and brought to the pier in an attempt to have a conversation with the private boat owners and or have those boats moved so that the Harriet could dock. A confrontation ensued between the co-captain and Mr. Pickett, the co-captain, being attacked by several members of the private boat. Several members of the Harriet II came to Mr. Pickett's defense, engaging in what we all have seen since on social media. I'll give you a timeline as the way the calls came in and the Montgomery Police Department's response. The original call came in at 7 p.m. as a typical disturbance. The caller, who was the captain of the Harriet, was very calm and not in distress. As additional calls were received, at 7:15 p.m., the call was dispatched to the Montgomery Police Department. 7:18, the first units, 4 Montgomery Police Department officers arrived on scene, with 3 shortly thereafter. 13 individuals were detained and brought to police headquarters for questioning and interviews. Those interviews lasted several hours. At that time, all parties involved were released pending further investigation, but were all given instructions on how to secure warrants on the combatants. We have since consulted with and are continuing to work with the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency, our state police agency, the Montgomery's DA's office, and the local office of the FBI. This investigation is ongoing and more charges are likely. We encourage the public to continue to send us additional videos or evidence relating to this case. Those can be sent to starcenter@montgomeryal.gov or at our secret witness 334-625-4000. The victims in this case, the co-captain, Mr. Damian Pickett, black male, and a 16-year-old white male juvenile who was struck by the owners and operators of the private boat. The suspects thus far have been identified as Richard Roberts, white male, 48 years old, with 2 outstanding warrants for assault, 3rd degree. Alan Todd, white male, 23 years old.
Y'all heard that? This dude got several warrants for assault. This white guy. Several warrants for assault. So he just out here. He's probably a bar fighter. This motherfucker probably be in bars fighting, drunk ass nigga, always getting in shit. He's the person that you don't want to hang out with. Always going, the night always going to end up in a fight, allegedly.
4-625-4000. The victims in this case, the co-captain, Mr. Damian Pickett, black male, and a 16-year-old white male juvenile who was struck by the owners and operators of the private boat. The suspects thus far have been identified as Richard Roberts, white male, 48 years old, with 2 outstanding warrants for assault, 3rd degree. Alan Todd, white male, 23 years old, 1 warrant for assault, 3rd degree. And Zachary Shipman, white male, 25 years old, 1 warrant for assault, 3rd degree. We have instructed those individuals to turn themselves into law enforcement, and as at this time, 1 is secured and in custody. The other 2 are set to turn themselves in within the next hour. We're also asking for Mr. Reggie Gray, the black male, 42 years old, who was seen wielding that folding chair, to contact the Montgomery Police Department for further interviews and as part of this investigation. As the mayor said a minute ago, this investigation is ongoing and more charges are likely. We want to thank the public and the media for supplying the much needed evidence and video surveillance that we've received, and it helped us to determine the facts as they happen. Keep in mind, when incident took place, when it initially took place, the police department didn't have the luxury of the videos that we all have seen now. The police department was acting on statements and witness statements that occurred as we arrived. Now that we have more information, again, more charges are pending. I'm available to answer your questions, but that sums up where we are at this time, sir.
Yes, David Lamb, CBS 42 Birmingham. Can you identify who has turned themselves in?
Not at this time. We know 1 individual has turned himself in. He is in the custody of the Selma Police Department. Again, I've worked with the Selma Police Department, and we've been working very closely with Chief Fulford over there, and Chief Fulford contacted me just prior to this press conference and said 1 individual has turned himself in, and the other 2 are set to turn themselves in a little bit later. Now, the issue is we had multiple addresses in Selma and in Orange Beach. So locating these individuals were a little bit challenging, but now we've made contact. We should be and will be bringing those individuals here for justice. Sir.
Chief Randy Scott, APTV. Saturday night, there was some video that shows some individuals being led away in handcuffs. Were those folks detained? Were they released a little later after they were detained?
So on the night of the incident, the Montgomery Police Department detained 13 individuals for questioning and for further investigations. Those individuals were transported to police headquarters, in which at that time we were able to gain much needed information we need and provide them with information on how to secure warrants for the information and for the acts that you saw live on TV.
Can you identify yourself and thank you.
Well, thank you. Yeah. So the co-captain, again, as the co-captain approached the dock and attempted to peacefully move the boat over just enough so that Harrier could park, the owners of the boat confronted him in a very hostile manner. There was words exchanged, and then it turned into a fistic encounter that you've all seen. So The co-captain was doing his job. He was simply trying to move the boat in just enough to where the cruise ship can park safely in its identified location. However, it quickly escalated into a fistic encounter. So as it relates to racial epithets in conversation and names being called, while the Harriet was still out in the water, there was a lot of, I've seen finger gestures and comments and innuendos made at a distance. Of course, when the co-captain approached, that continued. But again, working with the local FBI, we did examine if there was enough to file hate crimes charges on this case. And again, we rely heavily on advice from the FBI. We've also looked at what it takes to elevate this to a riot, inciting a riot. We've worked with our local district attorney, and it didn't fit the criteria for that. So the charges that we have pending on South 3rd at this time are appropriate charges for what we've seen and the behavior that we've seen on social media. Yes, so the 4 warrants that secured are all members of the pontoon boat, and the attack on the co-captain. And there was an attack on a 16-year-old employee of the smaller vessel that took the co-captain from the Harriet to the dock. That 16-year-old was assaulted by one of those members of that pontoon boat, and his mother actually signed warrants on one of those individuals. That individual was a 16-year-old white male employee of the smaller vessel that was operating in the river at that time as well.
Chief Rosanna Smith with WSFA, can you please provide us with the names of those suspects that are developing for us? And then, are these misdemeanor charges or what are they?
Yes, so assault 3rd is misdemeanor charges by statute. And the names of the individuals that's wanted is Richard Roberts, Roberts. He's a white male, 48 years old. He has 2 warrants pending for assault 3rd. Alan Todd, TODD, 23-year-old white male, has 1 warrant pending. And Zachary Shipman, SHIPMAN, white male, 25 years old, he has 1 warrant pending.
And just for the record, y'all, if you thinking that these people are going to get any real time for a 3rd-degree misdemeanor, you can forget it. That shit is like less than 30 days in jail. Like, nah, ain't nothing much. Don't look for much to happen on that.
We've been hearing that there was also possibly previous incidents with these voters. To anybody's knowledge, was there any previous incidents with these voters and the riverboat crew?
We have no knowledge at this time that this was something that was continued from prior incidents. This was a standalone incident, again, that was brought to our attention, and we acted on the information we had. I can tell you we looked at every avenue. There was no stone unturned. We examined this over a period of time, not only that night, but since that night. At this time, based on where the statutes read and the way the laws are crafted, we were unable to present any inciting a riot or racially biased charges at this time.
Now, let me tell y'all something over here in YouTube land. We know that was racially motivated, right? Because if that was a white guy who came over there and like, hey, you know, you guys, you know, be good. And well, you know what? I don't know, because they probably was some drunk assholes anyway. So it probably wouldn't even matter the race. But I guarantee you, if that motherfucker, that the captain of that shit was gay, they would have found a hate crime in that shit. Like, I'll tell you, black people don't got no rights no more. it ain't racially motivated no more. This, that, and the other. But had that the goddamn captain been gay, they would have made it a goddamn hate crime. You know what I'm saying? So all the obscenity, if they called him nigga, fuck you, nigga, none of that shit matters. But if he was gay and he said a gay slur and they beat him up in it, this would be a whole federal crime. It'd be a whole totally different thing. Just like that. This ain't no different from that gas station incident where they trying to say the dude got killed over Beyonce music because they was dancing. It was white guys against black guys, and they argued and everything in the gas station. Dude got stabbed. But being that the guy was gay and they was dancing to gay music and stuff, they made it a hate crime. This ain't a hate crime where all these white persons jumping on a... All right, man. Forget it.
I'm sorry? Okay, so the smaller vessel I mentioned, in which the co-captain was moved from the Harriet to the dock, was moved by a smaller vessel. A smaller vessel operated independently in the river, was able to pick up the co-captain and bring him to the dock so that he could work on moving the boats that were impeding the docking of the Harriet. I do not have the information on the defendant that turned himself in. We do know that one has since been taken into custody by Selma PD, and the other two are en route to Selma now to turn themselves in. And of course, the Montgomery Police Department will do that transfer of those suspects for to be transported here to the city of Montgomery. So there was no signage at the time. However, the mooring area for the Harriet is well defined by the dock itself, the area that's cordoned off, as well as the large poles that the boat ties off to. And you know, what we do is the Harriet is parked there all the time. That boat is out there all the time. Individuals that utilize that river and that dock are very familiar with where that larger vessel is required to dock because of the mooring that's set up, as well as the gangplank areas that needs to be utilized to get those passengers on and off the vessel. Well, I'll say this. There were signs there over a period of time. The signs have either been removed or blown away several times. We are looking at a new strategy to post the signs where they're more permanently attached and affixed. Absolutely understand the question and the concern. That's why this department went above and beyond and looked under every stone for answers. And we reached out to not only ourselves internally, but we looked at our state and federal partners to consult with to see if we're right in line with the charges that's appropriate for the incident at hand.
A question, Chief, for you and Mr. Mayor, as you all looked at the video and saw this become what it has become, can you just kind of tell us thoughts and emotions that you both felt watching all this over the past few days?
Well, first of all, this is not indicative of who we are as a city. The city of Montgomery is much better than that. Our people are fine people. We have plenty going on in terms of events. Look, that was a positive event. The Montgomery Public Schools and Hyundai Corporation getting together to do a back-to-school event. We had the boat operating in the river. We had folks downtown enjoying a good day. That's what we're about here in the city of Montgomery. We're about a good time, enjoying ourselves and being neighborly. So it was quite disturbing that we saw this type of activity happening. And that's why the Montgomery Police Department and all of our partnering agencies got together to make sure we're doing all we can to not only bring this case to a close, but prevent it from happening in the future.
Mr. Mayor,
Alex.
Mr. Mayor, can you answer this question?
I couldn't say it better.
I know you mentioned the 16-year-old victim and the captain. Were there any other injuries, and so how severe were those?
Well, the co-captain did receive treatment at a local hospital the night of the event. That's the only knowledge that we have of anybody receiving any injuries or receiving treatment for injuries.
Chief, what, if anything, do you feel could have kept this from getting so out of hand?
Well, you know, we talk about conflict resolution and de-escalation all the time. We talk about that, and it's not only for kids, it's not only for teenagers and juveniles. Everyone must be aware of conflict resolution and de-escalation. There was no need for this event to take the path it did.
Chief, watching the video, it looks like someone launched the balls back and ball in that fight. Are they going to face any charges for their role they played in that fight?
Well, again, we have many, many more interviews to conduct. We're going to ask everyone that we've previously interviewed, as well as the videos that we're starting to receive. As we identify additional folks that we need to talk to, we'll ask them to come in and we'll try to locate them and do further investigation, see if charges are appropriate. Wait, let's go here and I'll come back to you. Well, my message is, again, like I just said a minute ago, the people of Montgomery, and you know, we're better than that, in that we're a fun city, and we don't want this type of activity to shed a dark eye on what this city is all about. You know, again, we're going to do all we can, our due diligence, to ensure that this case is solved and put to rest, and that we don't have this type of activity going on in our city again. Sir?
Can you state your name and who you're with? With who?
Okay, so the individual wielding the folding chair has been identified as Mr. Reggie Gray, black male, 42 years old. We're again asking Mr. Reggie Gray to contact local law enforcement. There's more interviews and for us to conduct with him, and I'm sure we'll be in contact with him in the very near future. We're asking him to reach out to us within the next 24 hours so we can again sort through the issues with the folding chair and what we all saw on social media as well. Well, what I'll say to that is anyone involved that has culpability for violating the law is subject to, you know, restrictions in terms of the law. So we're going to go where this investigation leads us. No one's off limits. We'll interview as many as we need. Again, on the night of the incident, we interviewed 13 that we were able to detain and transport to police headquarters. But again, I don't think we're near finished. We have a lot more work to do on this, and we'll continue to inform the public and the media on our progress.
Chief, was there any damage to either the area 2, the dock itself, or any place around that area that will probably have to be replaced or fixed?
There was no damage reported at this time.
Chief, I've seen some.
Sir?
Jamal Thomas with Downtown Magazine. I have a question. Do you have all the resources that you need to assist with this investigation? And how will you work with the city?
Well, great question regarding resources. The Montgomery Police Department is fully functional and able to handle this investigation. We do thank our local, state, and federal partners for their contribution to this investigation. We'll continue to lean on them as needed. Again, I've worked with and been in constant contact with Chief Fulford over in Selma, and we'll continue to do so wherever it takes us. Wherever this investigation takes us and leads us, we'll be in contact with those individuals able to help us.
Chief, I've seen some people say they thought police should have gotten there sooner. If the first call came in at 7 p.m., why weren't officers there quickly, given that there was that large event already going on?
So the question is about the large event. So the large event that was going on was the amphitheater, again at the train shed, and then a parking lot just outside of the river. So we had officers already assigned to the area. And we talk about the time the call came in versus the time it was dispatched. So the call came in for 7. It wasn't dispatched because of the way the call came in. The riverboat pilot was very calm. He just said it was a disturbance. As more calls came in and the call takers asked more appropriate questions, the call was dispatched at 7:15, and within 3 minutes, the first 4 officers were on scene, and immediately following that, 3 additional officers were on scene, totaling 7. So the response was adequate. was timely based on the information received from the communication division. Teresa, what I'll tell you is that based on the elements of this crime, those elements did not exist. No, I don't. Of course, they'll have their day in court. We're going to be transported from Selma over here to Montgomery, and then they'll face the court system here in the city of Montgomery. So I don't have a timeline for you, but again, we're still waiting on 2 additional subjects to turn themselves in. Again, that's supposed to happen within the hour. So we're waiting on those as well, and then we'll work on the transport from where they are to get them back here in our jurisdiction.
And you all will post the mugshots?
Yes, sir. They'll be posted. They'll be made available to all media.
And once they're transported here, they're already under arrest when they get themselves in or whichever location they go to.
Once contact is made with law enforcement, they'll be placed under arrest and provided their Miranda warnings as appropriate.
A question for the mayor, if he's willing. This area landed Montgomery in national news for part of the city that the city is taking breaks here to try to develop as a tourism destination to make people feel safe. Do you have any concerns that this is going to reflect negatively on your city?
You know, I don't think you judge any community by any one incident. As Chief said before, this is not indicative of who we are. As a matter of fact, the people on the pontoon boat are not residents of Montgomery. So I think it's important for us to address this as an isolated incident, one that was avoidable, and one that was brought on by individuals who chose the wrong path of action. From the time they were notified that they were in the vicinity of where the Harriet parks, to how they responded to when they were given a second notice of that. So this is not indicative of our community at all, and I think people will view this as the actions of a few individuals and not characterize the entire community. All right. Well, listen, with that, we want to thank, go ahead. Sure.
And in closing, I just want to, appeal to the public that this incident is isolated. It will be over soon. We're going to continue our investigation until we put this to rest. But make no mistake, our Fusion Center, our state police, our partnering agencies, we're all paying attention to what's going on. And in terms of any possible retaliatory acts, don't come here with it. We're not going to tolerate it. We will be active, we will be aggressive, and we will not allow this type of behavior in our city. That's the message to the community. And again, thank everyone, thank the public. Please continue to send us those bits and pieces of video that you have out there. We're reviewing each and every one of them for content, and we will utilize those as best needed. Thank you very much.
Again, we want to thank everyone in the community for their help and involvement in this. Many who have shared information with us via social media and other forms of communication. We also want to thank again our first responders for their reaction and work that they do each and every day to protect and serve this community. And we want to thank all of you for covering this incident and certainly making sure that it's thorough in the accounting of how the incidents took place and where we go from here. Again, as Chief mentioned, this investigation is ongoing, and as there are new developments, we'll make sure to inform you of those. So thank you so much, and that will conclude this press conference. Thank you.
So to make a long story short, y'all, ain't nobody going to jail for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might get $30 days the most. I doubt that. Probably some community service, some days. It's a simple fight. If it's a 3rd-degree misdemeanor, even if it was an A misdemeanor, I wouldn't be looking for nobody to go to jail. So I definitely ain't looking for nobody to go to jail on no goddamn 3rd-degree misdemeanor. It just ain't happening. And they not gonna make it a hate crime. You know, you know, even though it could have been racially motivated and stuff. But like I said, if that captain was gay, it would definitely be a hate crime, without a question. But one of the captains speaking out about it. Let me show y'all that. We still under fair use here.
Alabama brawl is speaking out for the very first time. He joins me live. But first, some new developments tonight in the investigation. Police are now charging another person, this time Mary Todd, with third-degree assault, making her the fourth person now facing charges. A 21-year-old turned herself in today, is expected to make her first court appearance tomorrow morning. Earlier this week, police also charged 3 men with third-degree assault. That now viral and massive brawl broke out after Riverboat co-captain Damian Pickett, the man that you saw struck just now in the white shirt, asked a private pontoon boat to move so that his boat could park. Pickett, a black man, along with a 16-year-old white young man, were victims in the fight. Tonight, in an exclusive interview, the captain of that riverboat is speaking out about just what happened that day. Captain Jim Kittrell joins me now. Thank you for joining us today. First of all, we've all been watching. We've seen this video. Everyone has been talking about this. We see where the video picks up, but tell us what you saw happen.
Well, what everybody hadn't seen yet is what happened to make all these other things happen. And that was, we were doing our 5 to 7 cruise last Saturday, coming into the dock. And I noticed there's a lot of boats at the dock. And I noticed that one of the pontoons is too far back for me to align my exit ramp with the, my exit gate with the exit ramp. So I said, okay, well, so I blow my horn a few times, boop, boop, and nothing happens. So I did that another time, nothing happened. So I got on the PA and I said, folks in the pontoon boat there, could you please move your boat up a few feet so I can pull into the dock? Nothing happened, no response at all. I did that maybe 5, 6 times and it still hadn't moved. So I said, okay. So I said, listen now, I've got to get these people to the dock. I've got 200 passengers on here. I need you to move the boat forward. Still nothing. So I said, okay, well, I'm going to have to call the police. And the police are going to come down here. And if you've got alcohol on your boat or whatever, it's going to be a bad day. So let's just move the boat up and avoid that. Still nothing.
This is all
so
the
okay,
PA
so
system.
I called the police.
You're saying this to them. They're within earshot. You call the police, they still don't respond until this moment when you have your co-captain get off, and that's what he's confronted with?
Well, not yet. After I called the police, I went back on the PA one more time. And I said, okay, I've called the police. They're going to be down here. They're coming on their way. Well, the passengers and crew said they're flipping you off there, Captain. I said, okay. So I knew that I wasn't going to get any cooperation. Well, then they just left. Everybody on the boat left off the dock. They're gone. As far as I know, they're gone. I didn't know. So I said, okay, what am I going to do now? About that time, a friend of mine who was the captain of the Sipping Cycle, he called me up. He was at the scene too. He was doing cruises. And he said, what you going to do, Captain? He said, I tried to talk to them to get them to move and they refused to move. I said, well, do you think you could come over here? Let me put a couple of deckhands on your boat and send them over there and let them move the boat for me. And that's common practice in the boat world. Yeah, sometimes you have to move a boat here and there just to fit in. It happens a lot like at fuel docks or whatever. You have to move the boat sometimes. It's not
it's not unheard of to do something like that. And so, then when that happened, how did we then see that obviously these men were approached, they came back on the scene, either you thought they had gone, and then this violence escalates. You know, watching this, people immediately thought, just because of the racial dynamic in particular, obviously here, they saw a group of white men attacking a singular black man who was struck, it looks like first. Did you believe that race played an impact and a role on this entire thing?
Well, initially now, Damian, he's actually my first mate. And I've been mentoring him. He's been on the boat for, yes, he's the one that was struck. And he's been a dear friend of mine for a long time. And when the first guy hit him, I said, oh my God, you know, and he threw his hat up. I said, oh no, we got problems. And then another guy got involved, and then three or four more guys came running down the dock. I said, thank God they're going to stop this. But they didn't stop it. They jumped in as well. So he had like 5 or 6 folks on there. And the other guy that's on the dock, his name's Daniel, and he's 16 years old. He's a deckhand candidate, and he did his best, trying. He stepped in there and tried to help as best he could. He got punched fairly early there. So
have you talked to
yeah,
Damien?
I saw it.
Have you talked to him? How is he holding up?
Oh yeah, I mean, I took him to the hospital that night. He's doing well. He's still having some headaches and stuff, but he's doing well. But I saw it like everybody else saw it. It looks like a white people attacking a black man. I felt that was the case, what everybody's thinking. But I don't know the hearts of those men. I have no idea what's in their hearts. Now I do know the hearts of my crew. And my crew was like frustrated because they couldn't get to the dock, and protective. So I know that's what was going through their mind, because that's what was going through mine. But
had you had any other experiences before with this same group of people?
Well, I don't know about the same group of people. This is a group that comes up from downriver, from Selma. They come up every year, and they park their boats and they go have fun downtown. And we have, a couple of years ago, we came back from the cruise to get our golf cart that we used to get people up the hill that are handicapped or elderly. And we get back and the golf cart's gone. We don't know where it is. Well, eventually we get a call from the hotel, and the Embassy Suites Hotel, and they say, hey man, your golf cart's in our lobby. So we go down there and get the golf cart, and we see the video, we find out who it is. We call the police. We all get together with the guy that stole it, and the police say, it's just kind of a prank. And I called my boss, because the boat belongs to the city. Right. He said it's city property, but so he wanted me to press charges, but the police said, hey man, just a little prank. So let's let it slide. I said okay.
Well,
so we
Captain, there's been a very different response to this. This does not feel like a prank. It's not being treated like a prank. There are criminal charges, people turning themselves in, arrest warrants issued. And as you say, really, we've been all watching this unfold. And what struck me is that you thought that the people coming in were going to help. And we saw what ultimately occurred. Captain, thank you for sharing this story with us and telling us what we were not seeing. I know there's more to it. We'll want to hear from you again. Thank you so much.
I just don't understand how they don't see it as a hate crime, but I guess, being that the other guy that came over there was white as well, and they struck him, the 16-year-old boy, that's why they gonna say it ain't no hate crime too, because it was a white dude and a black dude, and they jumped on both of them. It's interesting that they didn't interview the black guy. Yeah, I don't think he spoke out yet. Yeah, so I don't know, man. Should it be a hate crime? I think it would be,
normally. But like I said, I think that it's not going to be because they beat up a white guy and a black guy. So they're not going to do that. And then I'm kind of happy that it's not going to be a race crime because that could contribute it to becoming a race war within our country. And we don't need to be divided at this point because we already divided enough. So I definitely don't want to they make this whole big race thing out of this because we already divided. Our country's being flooded with immigrants. We really don't need to be divided no more than we are right now, especially with this election coming up. You know, with this election coming up, we already going to be divided as black and white with this whole Democrat Republican thing. You know, because I can't believe y'all are still giving Biden a pass on as bad as he made this country. Y'all just want to hate Trump so bad. Trump is such a racist, so bad. Like Biden grew up in y'all niggas' neighborhood. After he done locked everybody up for weed with the crime bill. There's still people in jail right now for weed from the 90s because of that crime bill. Weed. And it's legit now. But y'all love y'all some Uncle Joe. Yeah, I love y'all some Sleepy Joe. Yeah, I love y'all some Sleepy Joe. But yeah, get into the hip hop 50 joint last night on I watched it on YouTube. I didn't go to the show, but they streamed it live, which I thank them so much because I did not want to miss that. And I was just, even though I was watching it on TV, I still was in the moment with the people that was there. It was a great show. I wish that they both didn't use Run DMC, Rock the Bells, and Mass Appeal. And from my knowledge, I think Mass Appeal had Run DMC first, you know. But, you know, LL might have pulled the Queens move on Run DMC. Like, yo, well, Nas is Queens too, but an OG call. Like, yo, man, y'all niggas gonna do, y'all know I'm doing Rock the Bells, right? The week before. Nah, y'all gotta come run. Nah, run. You gotta come to my joint first. Nah, run. Nah. You know, so, but the difference between the Hip Hop 50 show and the Rock the Bells show was the crowd. The Rock the Bells festival was a more older, mature crowd. I say like between 40 and 70, maybe even 35 to 70. The Yankee Stadium, the Hip Hop 50 one, that was more from like 18 to 50. You know what I'm saying? 55 the most. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it was a different feel. As far as the lineup go, they both had good lineups, but I think the Yankee Stadium show had more people and covered more regions in the show. You know, it gave you West Coast, it gave you East Coast, it gave you South, you know, it gave you Midwest, it gave you, this show gave you a lot. The Hip Hop 50 show. I thought the Lauryn Hill and Nas performance was dope. Who else? Like, that was like dope. I was happy to see EPMD. I was happy to see Lupe Fiasco. I like T.I.'s performance. T.I.'s performance is probably one of the better performances overall. Cameron did good for his first half, and then the second half he started rhyming over the record again. I was so proud of Cam in the beginning. Like, yeah, Cam, like he went and you could tell he went in the studio and rehearsed, and then the nigga come out and start doing stuff over the record again. I was just so mad at him at that point. Mobb Deep was dope, even though it was Havoc and Noyd. I like the female set. Kim, Trina, Remy. I don't know why Remy don't do Feel So Good. And like you could drop one of these joints that you always do every time you do a show, Remy, and put the Feel So Good surprise us one time. Bring Neo out and do that shit. Like that is a banger. Like I'd rather that than whatever. You know what I'm saying? Remy, why you don't never perform Feel So Good? That's probably one of your biggest records. Yeah, Trina. I don't know what happened to Eve. I wish I could have seen Eve because she'll murder all of them live. Slick Rick was dope because Slick Rick did like his whole album. He did Lick that. I was mad I wasn't there. Slick Rick made me the reason I was mad at not being there. Yo, he did Lick the Balls. He did Mona Lisa. He did Teenage Love. He did what else he did? He did Teenage Love. Yo, he did a lot of his joints, bro. I was like, oh my God. Who else? Dougie Fresh. Snoop was there. He was all right. MC Shan was there early. Oh, KRS-One came out with Fat Joe and them. KRS-One killed it. He did South Bronx, and then he did The Bridge Is Over. Oh, he just killed it. Fat Joe got up there thinking he Rick Ross. He wanted to be Rick Ross so bad. He wanted to come out there with his shirt off like he had a six-pack. Oh, God. Joey. Little Joey. That nigga Charlie Rocky's had me cracking up with that shit. Little Joey. And then Fat Joe always got to be hard. Like, come on, Joe. Stop already, bro. Fat Joe, he ends off his performance. Yeah, y'all. And y'all see me drive from the projects over here to Yankee Stadium. I drove over here from the projects to Yankee Stadium. Joe, you don't live in the projects no more, Joe, how will we see you drive from the projects to the Yankee Stadium, Joe? Was you on Instagram Live or something and maybe some people was tuning in? How did we get to see you drive from the projects to the Yankee Stadium, Joe? Shout out to all y'all niggas that sold y'all soul. Y'all could not hide it on that stage last night. All you soul-selling ass niggas that went through the door, oh, we seen y'all last night. Y'all could not hide it. Couldn't hide it, huh? Woo! How does it feel to wake up knowing you gave into that shit, bro? Like, how does it feel knowing that you gave into it. Which one did you do? Did you eat the sausage or did you take it? Ugh. You niggas. No integrity. Got to get that bag, huh? That's the only way you're going to get them shows, huh? Become a nigga bitch. Woo! I seen all y'all niggas on that stage. I was the vampire in the crowd with the mirror. Look at this nigga right here with no reflection. You done gave it up. I seen all y'all on the stage. All y'all on the stage that went through them doors last night, boy. Some of y'all just can't hide it. And some of y'all just proud to be a part of it. I'm just looking at y'all niggas like, how do y'all wake up in the morning and talk shit like y'all the shit, knowing what y'all did? Had to cut all your friends off unless they was down and sucking or get bonked. Had to get rid of all your friends. Only friends that's around you is the ones that's doing the sucking and getting bonked too, or y'all bonking each other. Secret love relationship that's looking like y'all homeboys. Wow. And you wonder how we know, huh? That shit hurt looking in the mirror knowing what you did, right? How do you feel after the act? Do you throw up? Do you cry? Like, what do you do? Do you count the money? Do you go shopping? What do you do? How do you look your wives in the face? Some of you niggas. Some of y'all wives don't care. As long as they get to go shopping, they ain't there to judge because they live in an alternate lifestyle too. They got themselves a little girlfriend. How do you guys really feel that y'all got to get out here and put on 10 chains to feel like the man? Do you know that I walk out the house with no fucking jewelry on and no watch and no earrings and got more confident than y'all niggas with y'all neck problems, wearing all that fake ass shit just to get attention? It don't bother you that I get the same caliber of women than you niggas with all that shit on your neck? You don't feel like a cornball? That you got to spend hundreds of $1,000s in jewelry to get some pussy? And I could get the same fucking chick you get without a fucking silver ring on? A gold-plated nothing? You got a Maybach and I come roll up on a fucking skateboard, on a scooter, looking like Pee Wee Herman, and still get the same fucking chicks y'all get? Y'all niggas don't feel like clowns? Y'all spending all that fucking money and I'm getting the same goddamn millionaire chicks as y'all. And I'm fucking them better than y'all. And y'all niggas are sitting there spending all that money. And you know what they telling me? Shh. Baby, you ain't gonna give me the money that he gonna give me. So I need you to just chill. Hey, baby, I need 20,000. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, baby, I got you. Just send me the information. Send. And she turned right over to me and go, thank you, baby, for being quiet. I like you know how to play the game. And I ain't got none of the fucking jewelry y'all niggas got. I don't need it. Y'all niggas is corny. This is why you need all that shit. Was it because a chick ain't gonna fuck with you for you? You got to have something, nigga. You got to be able to pay for some trips. You got to buy that coochie. She'll probably fly me out to fuck the shit out of her and get the money from you. Hey, baby, I want to go shopping. Hey, Choke, I just booked your ticket. Choke, I just booked your ticket. Yo, hold on. Choke, I need some. I want you to see. Baby, I ain't got it. I'm not coming to fly out there. Like, hold on. Let me call my trick nigga. Baby, I want to go shopping. Something happened to my car. I need 1,500. Here, Choke. Here's your confirmation. First class round trip. Nigga, you better fuck the shit out of me when you get here. I'll be playing this nigga for you. Y'all see these niggas with all the ones you see with all, like, first of all, one chain is enough. When you see a nigga with 10 chains on, with 10 charms, 50 pieces, nigga got 3 fucking bracelets on like a bitch. Like, what man wears all these motherfucking bracelets, bro? Charms, Pandoras, fucking, like, what the fuck? Anklets. Like, they got to get y'all women attention with some shit. And a lot of y'all walk right up to 2 niggas. This nigga got all the jewelry on. His man ain't got on nothing. The nigga that ain't got on nothing is the nigga with all the money and all the real shit, right? The girl will ignore the nigga with nothing and go run right up in the face of the nigga with 100 chains on. Every time. And he think he getting all the chicks because he cute. No, nigga, you the trick. Because being that you got all the chains on and everything, she's going to want to talk to you. Why? Why? Because soon as you give her some ass, she give you some ass, nigga, she calling you with all her fucking problems. All her bills. Oh, every time she get fucking hungry and she want to eat high-end food, you the nigga she call. Trick ass nigga with all the, because you need materialism to pull a beautiful woman. And only prostitutes, for the most part, or those women that act as prostitutes, should I say, only go for y'all type of niggas. Because they only chasing paper. So you got to look like money for the gold digger bitch. The gold digger bitch ain't fucking with the nigga that don't look like money. This is how they get tricked every time. They'll go for the nigga with all the flash. And the nigga, he ain't got shit because the nigga that got money ain't running around here looking like Floyd Mayweather. You see Elon Musk running around here with a whole bunch of chains on his neck and shit, like Floyd, or a whole bunch of Fendi and Gucci clothes, or like, no, you don't see that, goddammit. That's nigga shit. That's the nigga that want the attention. That is the insecure nigga. We all know Floyd got money, but he still got to wear all this shit to impress people, even though we already know he got money. You see Mike Tyson running around here with a whole bunch of chains and shit on? No, because none of that shit mean nothing to him. Motherfuckers know who Mike Tyson is. Even if Mike Tyson was broke, he's still wealthy in appearance because of his accolades. That nigga don't work. You don't see Mike running around with 100 chains on and bracelets. I don't even think I see Mike wear jewelry anymore. Imagine Michael Jordan walking around with a whole bunch of jewelry on and shit. Why would Mike need to do that? Just on the strength of face value, you see Michael Jordan, you're like, oh shit. Now imagine Mike with a whole gang of jewelry on. And like, it's like, oh, this nigga Mike doing too much. Nigga, you already Mike. You ain't got to be wearing all this jewelry and all this shit. That is for the insecure man. Trust me. Any motherfucker out here that you see that got to wear all that jewelry, them niggas, they got to show women they got money. They don't have no conversation for women. This is their conversation. Fucking big ass earrings like bitches and shit. A bunch of ear chains on, bunch of bracelets like bitches. Like, what nigga is wearing a bracelet, period? Okay, I'm gonna give you one. But when you got fucking 3 and 4, I don't care if it's diamonds, I don't care if it's gold. Nigga, what are you doing? You Cleopatra? If you're not Slick Rick, who wore jewelry as a part of your persona, because anybody with more than 2-3 chains on their neck, you're imitating Slick Rick. Slick Rick was the first person to do it. Everybody know it. That was his image. That was his shit. The ruler, being the king, wearing all the jewelry, this, that, and the other. I'm talking hip hop. I'm not talking Mr. T. I'm talking hip hop. And even when Mr. T was doing it, Slick Rick was already doing it. What year the A-Team came out? What year did Slick Rick come out? Come on, stop it. Know your history. Know your history. We talking hip hop here. We're talking hip hop. Niggas always want to move the goalposts. Nah, Mr. T. We're talking hip hop. Y'all niggas is like the dude Wick over here. I don't know how many of y'all got to see that conversation with me trying to talk to him and Beehive about the Tory Lane situation. I got a new strategy for them next time I go up there. I'll save it for y'all to see when I go up there. I got a whole new strategy for these goalpost moving ass niggas. They stay moving the goalposts. You ask some niggas, well, if 2 + 2 is 4, well, Choke, you know, yeah, 2 + 2 is 4, but you know that, Choke, if you said 1 + 3, that can be 4 too, right? Yeah, Choke, yeah, 2 + 2 is 4, but you know that 9 take away 5 could be 4, right? Like these niggas, I'd be like, yo, what the fuck? Like, and this nigga, they too sensitive over there. Be high. Like I got a super sense of myself over there. This nigga cut out the show because I said Wick is like Steve Harvey. He talk like a man, think like a woman. They took that as disrespect and cut it out the show. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on. Y'all got to stop being so sensitive. Y'all got to stop sensitive. Y'all can't be that sensitive that I can't say the nigga thinking like Steve Harvey. Like I say, he's thinking like Steve Harvey, talking like a man, but think like a woman. Niggas took that as disrespect and cut it out the goddamn interview, bro. Like, what? I'm like, oh my God. All right. So I got new tricks up my sleeve for whenever I go back up there. But we the great debate. That's our us three, when we get together, that's what we call it. The great debate. Us three. But when I go over there, I can't be choke no joke. I gotta be censored. Cause as soon as I said something about Jay-Z, and he's like, oh, joke, hey, you can't talk about that about Jay-Z over here. So yeah, you know, y'all see me with them. I'm gonna be more a little more tight-lipped. Hey, Joe, you can't talk about Jay-Z over there. Yo, I'm so sick of people sucking Jay-Z off, yo. It is so goddamn exhausting. It's so exhausting, bro. Oh my God, it's so exhausting. Like, that's probably the reason why wasn't Philly at the Hip Hop 50, y'all? I'm tired, yo. Look, I'm from New York, but Philly is like the 6th borough to New York City, man. A lot of music from original hip hop in the early part of hip hop, Philly is a part of that story, bro. The Sugar Hill Gang was doing business with I think, was it Pop Art or whatever? It was a Philly label, man. Like, where is, like, come on, man. Yo, y'all ain't gonna be doing Philly bad like this, bro. I got to stand up for Philly, man. That is the 6th, bro. And then, you know, outside of, you know, state property and stuff, I was rocking with Steady B, Cool C, Juice Crew Diss. I mean, the Juice Crew Diss is when Juice Crew was popping. Like, Philly has a spot in hip hop, bro. Like, why y'all keep leaving them out, man? It's not fair, bro. The Hilltop Hustlers, tell them. Like, come on, bro. Y'all cannot keep doing this. Yo, Master Pill. Why? Where was? Well, Steady being Cool C's out the equation because they in jail, right? But you got Jazzy Jeff in the Fresh Prince. You got my Bahamadia. You got the Roots. You got Major Figures. You got State Property. You got Meek Mill. You got Nina Ross, Miss J, Charlie Baltimore. You got Cosmic Kev on the DJ side. Schoolie D, the Youngsters, I'm just grabbing people out of my head, right? DJ Cash Money, MC Marvelous. Yeah. Eve, 3 times dope, right? Like Philly contributed so just with Eve, just DJ Jazzy Jeff alone on the DJ side. Like Philly has contributed so much to hip hop. Like, how are y'all keep doing these things? And I know that the state property stuff, all that falls under Jay-Z. Like, niggas don't want to piss Jay off by giving niggas the stage, this, that, and the third. And I get it. I get it. Beyonce's on tour. So y'all might want to do something with Jay and Beyonce, or you want to go to the after party. Y'all don't want to piss Jay off. But yo, bro, where the fuck is Rockefeller in all this, man? Why y'all are shitting on us? How is Kanye West not at none of these fucking hip hop 50 joints? How is Dame Dash not asked to come and host a set or like I'm not even being biased with this right now. I don't even care if it's niggas that don't like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is Philly not involved in this, bro? How is Freeway not on like Freeway, the Young Guns, Beanie Siegel, with all the hits that them, like, come on, bro. I know y'all on Jay-Z dick. I get that. I get it. It's a given. All right. But y'all really going, like, you're isolating me out. You're isolating Dame out. All this because y'all don't want to rub fucking Jay-Z the wrong way. Fuck Jay-Z, bro. Can y'all keep the shit real? Keep the history real? This ain't the Book of Hov where he ain't gonna put no pictures of Dame up in there, man. Hip-hop is all our shit, bro. Fuck Jay-Z, man. Let Beans and these niggas eat, bro. Y'all can't get up here and talk about hip-hop 50 and keep trying to X us out. Nigga, y'all gave Ralph McDaniels his credit, but after Ralph McDaniels, it's us, Street Funk. And then me branching off and still going. Ralph wasn't the only nigga. Like, before Rap City, we had motherfucking hip-hop shows, bro. Street Funk was in every goddamn fucking public access channel in every borough. Then I got it in Atlanta, in Toronto, Los Angeles, Santa Monica. Don't play with me, Toronto. Before Rap City, before MTV, we was bringing y'all hip-hop. Ralph McDaniels and us. Don't fucking play, bro. Like, y'all can be on this nigga dick all y'all want, but don't be trying to erase us through history, because it ain't an artist I can't pull up right now that I didn't shoot. His ass included. Stop with the bullshit, yo. Let Philly eat, man. They played a part way before the fucking South. Way before the West Coast. How y'all skipping over them, yo? Shit is sucker shit, yo. Give Philly they props, man. And all y'all out there on y'all hip-hop platforms that's sucking Jay-Z dick. Stop. Before you break your jaw, nigga. You're gonna get lockjaw. Stop with this shit already, man. That nigga put his pants on just like y'all, with 2 fucking legs, one at a time. Y'all niggas fucking up the history, man. Dick eating. One nigga. Billboard YouTube put him at #1. Who's in that office? Who made those decisions? More dick eaters. All y'all do is eating dick. Fuck is he #1? This nigga ain't dropped an album in 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. How you like get out of here with the bullshit, man? Y'all niggas, all y'all out here with this hip hop 50 shit, all y'all promoters out here, and I know everybody got to go through Live Nation. So you go through Live Nation, you got to deal with the corporate motherfuckers up there that's sucking him off. But all y'all independent niggas, start putting Philly a part of y'all shit. Do your research. Or y'all like, I'm tired of this bullshit, man. Fucking bunch of like, I can't believe everybody is on this nigga nuts. Everybody. God damn, I understand y'all scared of the blacklist, but fuck, have some balls out here. God damn, there's other ways to get money. Fuck that nigga. But stop not telling the fucking story, man. How y'all doing all this 50 years of hip hop and y'all you telling me the whole fucking Rockefeller era is just missing? The whole fucking Philly era is just missing? Fucking everybody want to smell Beyonce fucking gum. Just want to be in her face. What kind of gum you chewing, B? Like, y'all niggas just want to, like, what do you want to do? Like, y'all want to be bitches like the whole way he got to die for y'all niggas to start wanting to give niggas props? Y'all that scared? God damn. I can't believe nobody from Rockefeller got to live on that shit, and Cam don't count. BET ain't let nobody from Rockefeller live. The motherfucking Grammys, they ain't let nobody from Rockefeller live. And not to be fucking caring about Jay-Z, but how is all this 50 years of hip-hop going on, and y'all got Jay-Z at #1 on Billboard, and this nigga ain't been on the Grammys, the BET, the fucking Rock the Bells, or the Hip Hop 50. He don't even fuck with y'all niggas. All y'all dick-eating niggas that fucking every time he call up and he do a show, y'all go do shows with this nigga. All y'all niggas, he didn't come out there and do Welcome to New York City with Cameron. Nas, Cam, all y'all motherfuckers. Every time this nigga go do a show, Pharrell, all y'all motherfuckers is going to run up there and do some shit. Y'all all go do shows with him. This nigga ain't, when fucking Cam had the show at the Apollo, did this motherfucker show up for him? Nas, stupid ass. Keep doing songs with this nigga. Did he come up and show up for Nas at his shit? Did he show up for Nas on the Wu-Tang tour? No. And y'all keep fucking with this nigga. But he never show up for none of y'all niggas. Y'all some dumbass niggas. So he just be using the shit out y'all. And then y'all fucking be mad at me for fucking telling the truth. And don't want to fuck with me because y'all worried about y'all ain't gonna be able to suck this nigga dick if y'all seen with me. He ain't gonna pull his zipper down for y'all niggas no more. We went through a whole pre-year of Hip Hop 50 shit, and Rockefeller is X'd out of this shit because all y'all niggas got Jay-Z dick in y'all mouth. And he ain't played no participation in none of it. As soon as he ready to do a show or do a concert or do a tour, watch all these fucking niggas he shitted on jump right back on board. All of them. Watch. One phone call. Oh, Jay want us to do something, yo. Jay want us to do something, yo. Niggas don't, it said to yo, man, fuck you, nigga. All these niggas will jump right up and get in formation like they Beyonce. Watch. Soon as this nigga come back and ready to do some shit, watch all these stupid ass niggas that he done blocked and they can't do no shows, no Grammy performances, nothing because he ain't being a part of it. Watch all them niggas go jump right on tour with this fucking bitch ass nigga. This nigga don't never show up for none of them niggas. None of them. Stupid ass, nut eating ass niggas. Every time he do a show, niggas go show up. We see these niggas do all these shows. He can't even come together. Yo, the Grammys is doing some shit. You know Questlove and them niggas ain't gonna tell Jay-Z no. What? Jay-Z can eat shit in a bowl and put a spoon in that bitch and say, eat it. All them niggas is gonna be fighting over that spoon. Niggas will kill each other for that spoon. Shit is ridiculous, bro. A whole show, yo. A whole 8-hour show, yo. $50 years of hip-hop. And you tell me Jay-Z's the #1 rapper on the Billboard list, but nobody from Rockefeller performed on none of these fucking on these outlets. Yeah, I never seen so many niggas. Like, I'm surprised this nigga dick ain't break yet. He got so many niggas standing on him. Like, niggas can't even put niggas in the show because they worried about what this nigga gonna think, yo. I have never seen no shit like this in my life, yo. I've seen a lot of niggas ass kissing, bro, over the years in this industry. But the way these niggas kiss Jay-Z ass, bro, that shit is phenomenal. This nigga, yo, he didn't perform at Rock the Bells. He didn't perform at the Grammys. He didn't perform for BET Awards. He didn't perform for the Nas or Master Bill's Hip Hop 50. No, yo, are you like, how are y'all calling him #1, yo? He don't even fuck with nobody unless he blocking them. And then y'all sit around and tell me, oh, Choke's a Jay-Z hater. Yeah, I look like the hater. Because I'm the only motherfucker saying something. Y'all don't see this shit? Y'all don't see this, that me as a Jay-Z fan of his music, how the fuck one of my favorite rappers ain't involved in none of this hip hop 50 shit, and y'all saying he's number one. Because he think he's bigger than everybody. He's above all y'all niggas. Y'all niggas is peasants. Why would he come and perform for y'all niggas? The motherfuckers is peasants to him, and y'all don't even see it. And anybody that was affiliated with him, if they say, oh, yo, we should have state property come out, oh, nah, man, Jay might feel away. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you think we should ask Jay? Like who gives a fuck what Jay-Z believes? You know what I'm saying? Who cares what he thinks? How do you not have the whole state property come up there and do a set, bro? Bare minimum. Yo, y'all some weak ass niggas in this entertainment industry. I have never seen like grown men idolize. Yo, you ever see this nigga at a show backstage when these niggas run into Jay-Z? This nigga Jay-Z be saying the corniest shit to niggas. He seen Rakim and he was like, yo, thanks for what you did for the culture. Thanks what you did for the culture. Who the fuck talk to niggas like that? Yo, thanks what you did for the culture. You ever seen that? Like, thanks what you did for the culture. Man, get out of here with that Hollywood shit. You might as well say, nigga, we need to do lunch one day. Yo, thanks what you did for the culture. I seen him brush Buster off. Like, he be playing y'all niggas like sons, bro. Playing y'all like sons, man. I'm so fucking pissed off. Like, yo, man. I just don't understand it, bro. I swear to God, I don't understand it, man. As much work as I put in this hip-hop shit, I got to deal with niggas that is fucking sitting there idolizing a fucking grimy nigga out of all people. Shit is crazy, man. It's so crazy, bro. I ain't even realize it's goddamn midnight. Y'all go to bed, man. Y'all got to go to work in the morning. I'll catch y'all in the morning on the morning walk. I'm going to do my walk on Sunday because I ain't do one today. I took a day off. Took a day off from the push-ups, but still feeling good out here. You know what I mean? Knocking 100 a set. 100 push-ups straight a set. It took me a minute, but I got it. Slap going sting. Trust me, the slap going sting. I don't know, man. I hope y'all dudes try to man up. Become your own man and stop being Jigga's bitch. All right? Show me. Stay there. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. All right? That's all I ask. All right? But outside of that, Nas, good show. Master Pill, good job. LL, Rock the Bells, Claudia, Melanie Massey, everybody over there, good job. All right? But come on, act like y'all know Philly was a part of hip-hop, all right? Stop with the bullshit. Y'all stop, and all y'all other people out there is trying to get Beyonce tickets, get off Jay-Z nuts, keep it true. Don't water down the history of hip-hop being on Jay-Z dick, all right? Thank you.
Don't Don't follow those cats. The niggas that be on the gram, tell them what they doing. Choke, no choke. You know what it is. Yo, y'all niggas better stay DL. Down low. Stop flossing, man. You just want them to just come and get you? Learn from our mistakes, man. That's what this is about. Learn from mistakes. Choke, no joke. Let's go. You already know. Make it low. Let's go. My aim was enlightened. Drop jewels on you. You thinking I'm jealous? I ain't got cheddar like you. I'm the dude to a game. You got school. Was a local cat snatcher when I made moves. I'm paranoid and preaching. You was sleeping. Knew you was sneak thief and couldn't see us beefing. Learn from mistake. Don't show I got cake. Impress a nigga to rob me. Bitch, seal my fate. Getting out by the feds. Lay up for about 8. Ass so busy flossing, ain't thinking about Jake. Loose, yapping, they wiretapping, videotaping, your ways in action. Front like times hard, two-door garage, ice like Liberage, with no damn jaw, without a reasonable doubt. You think you Jay-Z with your platinum jewelry, he got a job, B. You shining on doctors with 4 degrees, laughing cause I'm broke on the streets. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Shh, let's go. For beef, we not dolo. For cash, you go solo. Thought I was your man, shot me down like Manolo. Thought I was your partner when you played me was whack. No niggas dust that I wouldn't flip like that. What gives? See your man struggle while you live? That's some shit. Struggling, give you the kicks. Used to stick for gooses. Warm when we pump deuces. Break night in the jacks, trying to see millions like Brewster. You don't act like you used to. I'm the dude. When niggas was friends, you was like, yo, Joe, come through. I wet you like McLean for those who claim to be pain. The game of death, that's what you get with got game. Ill with automatics, we're never static. You carry at niggas, put one in your cabbage. Fear, don't have it, you fill me with laughter. In OGSC, then I'm original gun clapper. Like Dan Gaddafi, see a mill be Casper. Like Dre the doctor, the math from after. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Nigga, y'all loud, louder than the weed, nigga. Thinking with your pockets, caught the ice locket. She somewhere in Houston, you blew like a rocket. Her seed was bait, through the line she caught it. Gave her all that loot, she couldn't afford it. Frontin' to them bitches, yo, I'm feeling him. Blue puff in your face, daddy, all about Benjamin. Remember me, I'm your friend to the end. Like Chucky, used to slay bitches like Buffy. Thinking why they cuff me, think of the luxuries you had. In the cell with other willies, you brag. I push the big Benz with 20-inch rims. Went in the club, Chris for all my men. Sitting across the bar, what's up, star? Back to reality, you back in bars. You chose not to listen, had the H-class glisten. Knew the rules of the game, played yourself out position. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells.
Yo, son, yo. So that is me, yo.
I see.
You ain't noticed me, yo.
I see,
all this
man.
diamonds and stuff, yo.
Stay DL. Don't follow those cats. Choke, no choke. You already know. Let's go out the gray, go. Now I'm out the game. Feel good not pitching in the hood. And I really don't think I could. Go back to selling crack and stashing them packs in my ass. I maintain weekly money the same. And nah, I don't go through them games. Niggas testing my brain with them triple beams filled with change. Pot crack, grams in the drain. Get hit with the fake exchange. like baking soda flour. After being on Broadway for hours, getting knocked, being back at start. Niggas testing if I got heart. Pushing me to pop some shots, just stop the ball before the start. Old lady with the binocs, give description to cops. Why they try to tear us apart with that good cop, bad cop. I ain't going for the game, he ain't tell you a thing. Your partners with them saying the same. You tighten them cuffs till you see veins. Stop fucking yanking them down. They might fuck you if you ain't sane. And nigga never sniff cocaine. And I don't care what game or part of the area you claim. Brave Scarface, you must be insane. Nigga, Tony fucked the boy's name. His right hand man, he's slain to get his back blown out the game. Do it on the low, let nobody know. No pillow talk to home. And if he step on your toes, don't bust a blame. Cause everybody will know. Or get out the game. They say that change is good. It's a lot of stress in the hood, and I know if you could, you would. Get out the game, but you stuck in that time. Where the nigga in public like Shine. For a witness to drop a dime. For self-defense, do or die. Celebs doing time. Mike Vick on the child line. Even Kobe, Jason Williams, Gage, kick like Shinobi. Little Kim for perjury. You know you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up, right? Let's go. When it's late night, make sure it's packed tight. And when you take those flights, never eye the Jake in sight. And shake them fuckers when they dead to right. Making the fifth go rumble. Because of stick up trouble. Blasting your gap for a cat, for in fact, for some crap that don't involve you. For some dudes that don't love you, all they wanna do is pawn you until you go down. And don't do shit for you when you lock down, or even when you touch down. But they tell you to go to the pound. The same block that gave you a pound. Years in the pen, now you living again. What mind state are you in? When you back it for 10, and you was just waiting for a teen to come home to relive it again. Entrapment should be a sin. The way they reel us in, parole us to a revolving door to bring us in. This shit is insane. The game is insane. The game will fuck with your brain. That's why I'm out the game. Yeah. Just get out the game, man. I know they told y'all there's only 2 ways out. Jail and death. Nah, just get out, nigga. Just get out, man. It's easy. Just walk away, nigga. If they care about you, they'll let you go. If you in the game and you wanna go and get a better life, and they won't let you walk away, what do that say? Get out the game, nigga. You wanna sleep easy, nigga? Look at these rap niggas, nigga. You wanna be the next rapper? Trapper, clapper, federal indictment rapper, huh? I keep telling y'all niggas, man, get out the game, man. Joke no joke. Grego, you already know. The beast is chemical, baby.